Okay, here we are.
All right, you ready, David?
Yeah.
And we are back for another I said the forbidden word. Sorry. Welcome back to the Hammer of Heretics podcast. We're back for another quiz. These are fun little games to get to know us a little better. We get to know each other better. We get to know ourselves better. Why are you doing that? You're gonna ruin everything for my editing process.
Sorry, you said you're coming in my shop, bro. No, but really, you're like coming out like a lot. Maybe a little. Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, good.
Okay. So anyways, we're back. And we're gonna do a temperament quiz today. I'm joined by David, my loving brother.
Yeah. Thank you for having me in my own house.
Yeah, thank you for coming to my humble abode.
So just a little recap, right? So the choleric is the hardworking, gets angry really quickly, right? The melancholic is very meditative, very much in his thoughts, but can really speak his mind when it comes to people who are very close to him. Has very few friends, but very close friends. And then the sanguine, which we didn't get any sanguine answers over here. The sanguines would be people who kind of pleasure really. How do you say? They're very attached to pleasure. So social situations in which they meet new people or they have a fun time with friends and they really feed off of that. They're very social people. Sometimes it can be bad. It's good because they're social and they're able to establish relationships, but the thing is they waver too much in their emotions. They can get very heated and angry. But
Wait, who? Sanguines?
Sanguines. But the next moment they'll be like laughing and be super happy. And then the phlegmatic would be the more there are good things about them, bad things about them, like any other one. The good things I'll say first is they feel things more deeply than other people do, but they don't express it outwardly very much at all. The bad thing is that they tend to be more lazy. So that's just the bad thing about it. But we learned about the temperaments through Father Ripperger, and he says basically we're supposed, Jesus and Mary had all four temperaments, but had all the good parts of all four. You know what I mean? Essentially, that's what we're supposed to strive for in sanctity, is to have all the good qualities of each of these temperaments. I forgot to say melancholics are tend to be more sad or whatever.
So let's get straight into it. David, are you serious? How serious are you? Am I serious?
Wait, what?
How serious am I? Somewhat serious? Alright. Am I serious? Rebecca, who's more serious?
I feel like I'd say David.
David?
Yeah.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad.
Really?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. No, not really.
So I'm somewhat serious, huh? But not like super.
Yeah.
Well, it says definitely true and somewhat true. So it's definitely true? Or somewhat true?
Well, generally speaking, you are more serious, I feel like.
So definitely. Boom. There we go.
Okay, and me, I am serious. I think I am pretty serious, no? I could be. I just put somewhat true.
Yeah,
I think it's somewhat true.
Okay, I am definitely serious. Definitely true.
Okay, is it hard to get motivated? I think it's
I think it's easy for me to get motivated, but there's the feeling of motivation and there's the actual discipline.
Yeah, I think
I
it's definitely true. It's easy for me to get motivated. My gender is female. Yes.
No.
Okay, male. I am independent. I think that's definitely true.
Oh, so we're just gonna run through these really quick, huh? I am independent.
Especially when I was younger, like I would do my school all the time. Like
Definitely as kids,
No
you were
help.
more independent than I was. But I guess so. Yeah, I would say independent. Yeah, for me, I am spontaneous. Oh, I think that's definitely true, though, Becca. Definitely.
I think
true.
it's somewhat true for me, because yeah, usually I try to follow a plan.
I am enthusiastic. Depends, huh? I would say somewhat true.
I feel like you could be really enthusiastic, but then all of a sudden you're like not enthusiastic at all.
Debbie Downer.
Whereas for me, it's sort of like the same level the whole time. Not as enthusiastic as you could be. But
I'll be like, whoa! And then I'll be like,
whoa. So you're like a woman. Your emotions go up and down. Like constantly.
yes. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I'll just say it's somewhat true. Because I'm not like a Debbie Downer. I need quiet time alone to unwind.
What, me?
That's you.
I guess I'll just put definitely true.
Yeah, I think it's definitely true for me too. When coworkers or friends are arguing, I become the peacemaker.
Am I?
I think for me it's somewhat true because usually I don't get like heated when it comes to debates.
When friends or whatever are arguing.
But I do notice that I try to become the one like that's trying to speak the most though, or like, I don't know. Instead of trying to make peace, I just try to understand. So I ask questions. So I don't know if that's making peace. Maybe it makes peace because they see that I'm trying to understand. But I don't know. I'll just say.
I think I would say I'm somewhat true
Yeah,
for me.
somewhat true. My marital status is.
I am married.
I am
boy.
Widowed. No, just kidding. Single.
I am highly productive. Somewhat true.
Okay, the things I am productive, but the things I'm also super lazy. So I do things like. Well, I feel like I always leave things till the end to do it, but I end up doing it anyways. But I feel like I could be way more productive, especially with like different skills I have, you know. So I think I say somewhat true. I'm strong-willed. Yeah, definitely.
I am strong-willed also, but would you say somewhat or definitely? I feel like it's somewhat, not exactly definitely. Because I'll be, strong-willed with some things, but then I'll be like, you know what, it's okay. Especially, dealing with your stubbornness is one big...
So you're saying I'm strong-willed?
I think very much so.
Okay.
There are pros and cons to that. And so I would say somewhat just because I'm not as strong-willed as you.
Am I introspective? I think it's definitely...
Introspective? What does that mean exactly?
It's like where you try to reflect on you try to understand why you do things.
Okay.
Like you look back and you try to understand, oh, why do I do this or do that? And you try to, I guess you try to look within.
That I would put definitely true.
Because
You're supposed to be taking this for yourself, so I shouldn't be contributing.
I always have those thoughts.
I'll put definitely
So,
true.
I am a team player.
Somewhat true, not exactly sometimes.
I think I am. I am highly social.
No, I don't think I'm highly social. I'm
Somewhat
false.
I think with me it's What do you think? Is definitely true or somewhat true?
I think it's somewhat true for you because you're not exactly like, hey, how you go? How's it going? Oh.
Sometimes I can though, but not like with everyone.
Yeah, certain people. So that's why it's somewhat true.
Yeah, it's somewhat true. I like to take the lead in most situations.
I'll say somewhat true. I wouldn't say definitely.
Well, it's because of things that I wish I could take lead, but when I see I'm not the leader, then I don't try to take lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And also, I don't want to be. A lot of times, I don't really want to impose my will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel the same
on
way.
certain situations.
I
am outspoken. I'll say somewhat true.
Wait, what's outspoken?
It means that you say what you think.
Oh. Yeah, definitely true.
Wait. Outspoken? Let me see. I'll say somewhat true because I'm super outspoken with you guys and with people I know very well, but I'll be more balanced when it comes to people I don't know as well. I tend to detail. I think details bother me more than they bother you. No,
'cause it's
that's not
not-
true.
Here's the thing:
That's
is
not
that-
true at all. I think.
Here's the things that I do notice them,
Yeah.
but maybe I'm just too lazy to correct them.
yeah.
That's the thing. But with you, you just can't. You can't look past it. I can.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm definitely true for me.
I think for me, just somewhat true.
I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like this has to happen in order for that to happen.
I tend to get impatient with slow-moving people or situations. Yeah, definitely true.
I would say that's true for me.
I do not like to draw attention to myself. Somewhat false. Well, sometimes definitely false. But I'll say, like, in averaging, it's somewhat false. I usually like to be, fortunately, I like to be in the attention. I like to go with the flow.
Wait. Do I, Becca? Do I like to draw attention to myself?
No, I don't think so.
No, right? I mean, I definitely have that in the back of my mind, like, oh, I just did that really cool thing, and these people saw. But I guess
like
I'm
to
going,
go with the flow. I mean,
I would say somewhat false.
yeah, somewhat false. I was the class clown as a child. In actual class, I wasn't, but in the house or with friends, I think yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But there are people who are definitely in friend groups are way more class clowns. I mean, more clowny than me. So I'll just say somewhat true.
I think as a kid, I kind of usually what happened was that at the beginning of the year I'd be very shy, barely speak, and then like after half of the year had passed, then I would start to open up and then
You know what was weird though?
be silly.
Is that what I noticed with you is that for some reason kids really wanted to like follow you for some reason. Like remember Kevin?
Like be their leader.
Yeah.
But it's because I was older, I think.
Really? Like, remember Kevin? Like,
Yeah.
he really wanted to follow you around and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyways, I am decisive. Yeah, I think I am. But I mean not I'm indecisive right now, but
Somewhat true. Somewhat.
yeah, I think it's somewhat true because sometimes it could be, and I have to ask people for their opinions or whatever. But I am optimistic.
Okay. I am not. I am not decisive. I'm indecisive a lot. So I'll say somewhat false.
I am optimistic. I think I am optimistic. But the thing is, I also look at all the bad things that could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with me, it's like okay, I need to do this, so I'm gonna do it no matter what. And I guess I just put all my trust in God or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, but this is probably gonna happen, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what that puts me in. I guess somewhat true.
Because there's optimism, realism, and pessimism, right?
I guess I'm a realist then,
Yeah, exactly.
because I know people that they're so optimistic and then they don't even look at what could go wrong at all, you know.
I'll just say somewhat true for me, only because a lot of times I'll what's the word? Like I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start working out or doing this kind of exercise or whatever, and I'm very motivational and I'm very enthusiastic, but then it'll like die down. I'll just say somewhat true because I get those little bursts of optimism here and there. I am diplomatic.
Means to evaluate a situation before acting, speaking or acting.
I
think I definitely am.
Yeah, definitely. I am methodical. What's the exact definition of methodical? Let's get a good definition first.
Done according to a systematic or established form of procedure.
I'm not very methodical at all.
You think I'm methodical? I'm trying to
Yes,
just
yes,
think
yeah,
of...
yeah, you definitely are. You count your calories, bro.
I guess so.
You plan ahead all the time.
Yeah, I guess I am methodical.
I am not
But
methodical.
the thing is that sometimes that I'm like super methodical at first, but once I'm getting the hang of it, then I start like changing start changing things. So I think it's somewhat true.
I'll say somewhat false, although I'm getting better.
I struggle with self-confidence.
like I can get up in front of a lot of people and give a talk, so I have that. I'm confident in that sense, and like I can raise my voice whenever people are having discussion. And I'll put my 2 cents or whatever. I would say
I
I'll
think
somewhat
it's
false.
Yeah. When criticized, I become angry. Yeah.
I'll say definitely true.
I am goal oriented. Yeah. I love to tell humorous stories. Yep. I interrupt. I think somewhat true.
I think definitely true,
Really?
bro. Especially when you want to make a joke, you want to make a little jab, you want to give a little jab here or whatever. Like I'll be, let's just say I'll be explaining why I couldn't work out today or whatever, and then as I'm explaining, you're like, you don't worry, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, kind of just making fun of me, but it's okay because I do it to you. Definitely true. Let me see. I interrupt. Do I
Somewhat
interrupt?
true.
Somewhat true.
Sometimes less, sometimes more. But okay, I am flexible. I could touch my toes, so I'm just kidding. Okay, here's the thing: is that I've been noticing this, that I've been sort of changing, David.
Yes.
That now I've been able to be more flexible. I think.
Whereas you weren't before. Exactly.
Yeah, I really wasn't that flexible. Sometimes I do, like all of a sudden when something doesn't go my way, like I get that old feeling, like, of how I used to be more.
Things aren't going my way.
But then I'm like, wait, like it doesn't matter because, things are always gonna happen, and you're always gonna have to adjust to it,
Exactly.
So I think it's somewhat true for me.
I'll say I'm definitely true. You think so? I think I am definitely flexible.
Yeah, but usually you're the one changing plans.
Okay, then maybe it's somewhat. You see, I was just flexed right there. I just flexed my answer into the information you gave me.
Okay, I have been accused of moving too slowly. Well, the thing is that was when I was younger and a lot chubbier. So
I don't think I've ever been accused of that.
I'll say somewhat true. Somewhat true.
Oh, actually, I wish I could have gone back and put somewhat false instead of definitely
You could
false.
put previous question right there.
Okay. Because now I'm thinking like it does take me long to do certain things, like get ready for this or that.
Okay, I am assertive. Becca, who's more assertive? Yeah, right.
Both, like, pretty much the same.
Really?
Give me let's get a good definition of assertive, so we can better attack this question.
Okay, having or showing a confident and forceful personality.
Okay, that's pretty much.
Well, I've been called assertive by like 3 different people.
Forceful personality.
3 women.
Would people describe?
3
me as
women
that?
have called me assertive.
I'll
people.
say somewhat true. I'm
Actually 4. I think definitely.
I wouldn't.
True.
Yeah.
And if women say things, that means it's true. I am persistent.
Jinx, double jinx, triple jinx, quadruple jinx, K double jinx. I am persistent. Let me see.
It's basically like perseverance, I guess. It's the very same.
I see persistent as like bugging a lot.
It says
Like,
continuing
I was
firmly.
I was persistent in asking you to change the program.
Yeah, like continually like firm in your purpose.
I think, yeah.
I'll say somewhat for myself.
I get along with almost everyone. I think the only reason I do get along with almost everyone
Because you make jokes.
is only because I make jokes. Yeah, because here's the thing: is that when I actually do get angry, I notice that a lot of times I try to keep it in, but when I let it spill out a little bit, like when I'm sort of getting angry with someone in debate, instead of actually getting mad in the normal way, a lot of times I just start making fun of them, or about different things. But I make fun of them in such a way
Yeah, it makes them laugh too. And
it makes them laugh.
makes them realize kind of like, oh, okay, I guess you're kind of right.
Yeah. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just
yeah.
straight up make fun of them. But I think I get along with most everyone. Somewhat true.
I think I'll say somewhat false. Let me see. Well, the people that I do interact, because I'm not very social. I don't really try to talk to a lot of people. But when I do talk to people, I mostly get along with them, right? So, nah, I'll just put somewhat true.
I have many interests.
I have many interests.
Yeah, definitely true.
Yeah, for me too.
I feel things more deeply than most people. I'd say definitely false.
Somewhat,
Somewhat false.
I'll put somewhat true for me. I am calm.
I think it's for people on the outside. They think I'm very calm, but I think a lot of times, in my mind, I could sort of be not calm.
Hectic. Yeah, for me, I'm always thinking about everything. Like, my thoughts are here and there.
Well, yeah, I think that's everyone though.
Yeah, that is.
I'll say somewhat true.
Am I calm?
I am patient. Oh yeah.
You're not patient at all, my friend. That's a definite no.
Definitely false. You don't think I've changed a little bit?
You've changed, all right. No, I'm just kidding. You are a little better on your patience. But let me see. I am patient. No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm patient. It's somewhat false for me.
Am I choosy?
Like picky? Choosy and picky are probably the same thing.
Over. Yeah, I guess it's picky. I guess. I don't know. Am I picky? People? No, I don't think I'm very picky. Only quinoa. Quinoa?
Oh.
Huh?
Quinoa.
Quinoa.
Yeah, I don't think you're very picky. I'm more picky than you are, that's for sure. So I'll say somewhat false.
Okay.
Wait, you don't think? You think I'm super picky?
Okay, am I dependable?
You would definitely. I would say definitely true for you. Somewhat true for me. No?
You are the only reason you are dependable. The only thing is that things always happen in your life, and you can't always do something that
Yeah. So I'll put
you
somewhat.
said you were gonna do. I'm easily intrigued by new people and projects. I think I do get really interested in it though.
New people.
But not
and
new
projects.
people.
I'll say somewhat false for me.
I just put somewhat true. I like to take action immediately. No, I think I like to think about it a lot beforehand.
Do I like to take action immediately? Sometimes I do. No, I'll say somewhat false for me.
I enjoy marketing and sales.
No,
I don't really care.
definitely false for me.
I thrive in high pressure situations.
Somewhat true for me.
I think it's definitely true with me.
Yeah.
I am very active. Yeah. Not all the time, but when I can, then I do.
I am talkative. I'll just say somewhat false because, well, somewhat true.
I think it's somewhat true for me because I could be really talkative with certain people, but sometimes.
I'll put somewhat false for me then.
And the thing is that I only talk to someone that if I don't know somebody, I only talk to them if it's gonna be awkward, or if I really want to meet them, or something like that, So I'll say somewhat true.
I'm a perfectionist. I think you'd say that it's perfect. It's definitely true for me, huh?
Yeah, I think you're a perfectionist. I think it's somewhat true for me. I think I used to be more perfectionist.
I am skeptical. Definitely true.
Yeah,
I would say.
I think I'm definitely true. When faced with opposition, I go on the offensive.
Well, let me see. What kind of examples in life?
Yeah, I think it's somewhat true. No, it's definitely true.
Wait, let me think. I think more indirectly. But I guess it's still offensive. So, my religion is Catholic. Yay!
Yep. I am careful.
Somewhat true.
I think there are times when I'm super, super careful and I make the right moves, on a certain thing. But then there are other times where I'm just like completely careless. So I'll just say somewhat true. I'm non-confrontative. No. I think it's definitely false. Because for some reason, if I feel like I need to confront someone and I don't, then I feel even worse, you know?
I'll put somewhat false for me.
I am argumentative. I'd say somewhat true because I definitely know people in my life that are way more argumentative than me.
Like me?
Like Joshua.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll say somewhat true.
Yeah, same here.
Maybe if I didn't know him, I'd say I'm definitely...
I am easy to please. I don't think so. I'll say somewhat false for me.
Is he easy to please?
Well, when it comes to food, I'm easy to please. But in general,
If anyone buys you food, then you're like, oh hey, he's not too bad.
I feel like it's for me, it's not easy to please me. Somewhat false.
yeah, same here. I am self-reliant. Somewhat true, not definitely.
I am cooperative. I'd say I could team up with someone to do something if need be, you know. I am a warrior. Not warrior, a warrior. No.
Like you worry a lot.
Yeah. I think that's somewhat true. Yeah.
I think definitely true for me.
People find me charismatic. Depends. If you knew me back then, no. But right now, I don't know. Because people do say that I'm like more extroverted, but that I also have a very serious side too. So
I would say somewhat true for you, but somewhat false for me.
No, but you could be charismatic though.
Think so?
Yeah.
Dang, well then I don't know what to choose.
I'm idealistic, so I think yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think before responding. Yeah, definitely true. I am confident when making quick decisions.
No, that's not me. It's not me at all. Somewhat false.
Quick decisions. I'm trying to think of like certain like examples in my life. I think yeah. I'm adventuresome.
No, somewhat false for me.
I say
Well, you know what? Somewhat true. It depends. I don't like traveling, but I do like hiking and stuff like
yeah,
that.
that's the thing is that for me, people always ask like, "Oh, what country would I like to go to or whatever?" I'm like,
bro,
like, no, for me,
nowhere.
No, for me, it's like, honestly, if I could just go to like some national forest or like, you know,
spend time in nature.
And I don't even need to go to a specific place. Like for me to go to the Grand Canyon, I mean, cool, but like, I don't want to go there. You know, that's not something I just want to go somewhere where there's nature and it looks cool. You know, like it doesn't matter for me where. So I'd say somewhat true. I can motivate people.
Definitely false for me. Just kidding. What's that face?
I think it's definitely true.
Yeah, I know. I was just waiting to see what you would say.
Well, for me, people say that I can motivate people, but the thing is that sometimes I'm very like right now, very like low energy sort of. So it just depends. But I feel like people
I'll say somewhat for sure.
My occupation is construction craftsman.
Is that all there is on the construction?
Yeah. I believe in following the rules, or there is a right way and a wrong way to do things.
Definitely true for me.
Yeah. Sorry, the social situations drain me. You said definitely true. For me, I think it's somewhat false. It's not really the situations that drain me. It's just like if I didn't get coffee or I'm like just tired, then that's what drains me more. I am cautious when beginning new projects.
Well, when we started Koji, not really. Right?
Well, I did think about it for a long time though. So I'd say somewhat true.
Oh my gosh, Salito. That's insane.
Whoa, we got like completely different. Whoa, look, Rebecca.
He's 92% choleric.
91% choleric and
91.
9% melancholic.
I knew the reverse, David.
I'm 61% melancholic and 39% choleric.
Yeah.
Man.
You're sad, dude.
I'm a sad boy.
Sad boy.
I'm a sad man.
This is funny, man.
Dude,
Choleric.
that means he's a very hardworking and a very angry person. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that, actually. But
And
the fact that you're 91% choleric, bro.
like, I honestly, I thought that was gonna like go down, cause like I said, I feel like I changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
And I thought my choleric before it was like 75%.
Yeah.
Now it's 91. I really thought it was gonna go lower.
Dang.
Okay, the advice it gives me is, if you are a high-powered choleric, learning to slow down is essential for your relationships, your health, and your happiness. Because you are so capable and energetic, you can be tempted to forget that your worth does not depend on what you accomplish in life, but who you are as a person. Take time to make sure you choose the right goals, count to 10 before responding to anyone in anger. Learn to be attuned to your emotions, pray or meditate to develop patience and peace. Refrain from contempt or harsh judgment. Develop the virtues of empathy, humility, and patience. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under trees on a summer day, listen to the murmur of the water, or watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time.
I was not listening to any
Quote by
I'm
John
so
Lubbock.
sorry.
Well, what's yours?
Can you just recap it for me?
Basically, I have to slow down.
Okay.
More mental prayer.
Yeah.
More meditation. More nature.
More empathy.
More empathy, more meditation,
Slow down.
more humility and patience. Dude, what is it about you and humility? Is there a problem? I'm just kidding.
That was his word of the year.
The what?
Word of the year.
Word of the year. Okay, should we go to me now?
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to be all about me.
If you're...
You know?
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay, let me see. Famous melancholic. So I am mostly melancholic. Yeah, mostly melancholic. Famous melancholics. St. John. Like, you know, who wrote the St. John's Gospel, right? Abraham Lincoln, Tim Duncan, I don't know who that is. Blake Griffin, I don't know who that is. Jordan, whatever. Okay, I'll just skip all these people.
You big fat mama.
Oh, man. Okay, this is the one that I don't like, okay? It says Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Ah, that hurts my heart. Audrey Hepburn? What?
What's your advice, my
Oh,
friend?
wait. I'm Galadriel from Lord of the Rings. Isn't that a woman?
Yes.
Yes.
What is your advice?
Dang, bro. This is not my day. Okay, the advice for a person like me who has these temperaments, mostly melancholic, but a good portion actually of choleric, but just not enough to become choleric. So look, if you are a sensitive, perfectionist, melancholic, recognize that your self-worth does not depend on being perfect. Don't worry about the past or future. Live in the present moment. Learn what things you can let go of. Especially let go of negative self-judgments. When you are overwhelmed by your own thoughts or emotions, try focusing on others instead. Be charitable and thankful. Keep a gratitude journal. Don't set your goals and expectations impossibly high. Practice flexibility and sociability. To motivate yourself, think, what is the worst that could happen? Okay. I don't think that's the best question, but okay. So yeah, that's the advice for me.
I mean, at least,
Nice.
honestly, I'm happy we're not sanguine penguins. Like,
Yeah.
that is embarrassing for me. But, you know, it's funny that Father Ripper said that actually sanguines, for them, it's like they're one of the easiest people to reach heaven. But the only thing is that they're tempted towards something that's so easy to fall into, like, to lust and stuff like that.
They can fall fast and quick and hard, but if they conquer, that attachment to pleasure, either physical or emotional, they just have to jump that hurdle, and they're really close to being holy because they're very humble people.
Well, I think it's because struggling with those kind of embarrassing sins can, like, sort of help when you're struggling with it. It helps you develop a sense of humility. Because at that point you have to just put all your trust in God to, like, go forward with, in the virtues or whatever. But when it comes to, like, pride or whatever, everyone is prideful, and it's something not, like, as embarrassing as, as like the sins of the flesh, or as visible. And so, yeah, with choleric, I guess we struggle with pride the most. Us as a community, of course, since I think us cholerics are really misinterpreted. We should be understood better, and really, we should be thought as the superior temperament.
Okay. Very humble of you.
Anyways, yeah, so I guess it's going to be the hardest for me to reach heaven. But, yeah, that was the podcast.
Dude, we just gained some insight into ourselves, bro.
I really did
really
think I wasn't going to be as choleric, but I guess that was my pride blinding me.
It makes me laugh. Sorry.
But anyways, yeah. Yeah.
It's.
Oh my gosh. Famous cholerics, Hillary Clinton.
Oh, dude. Dude, you got it worse than me. Oh. See,
Wow. But I have Saint Ignatius of Loyola.
you have Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh.
Saint John Bosco.
Nice. That's nice.
Saint
That's a nice
Cyril
one to
of Alexandria.
have. Wait, did I have a saint? I did, right?
St. John.
Yeah, Saint John. Bro, I got Saint John, the best saint.
Saint John the Baptist
Oh,
or Saint
one of
John?
them. No, Saint John, the Apostle.
All right. Well, I guess we got to close up.
Hey,
Yeah, I think...
hey, sorry. I mean, in the comments, if you want to take this quiz, would you be willing to put it in the description?
I can put it in the description. It's
Yeah.
called temperamentquiz.com.
Tell us what you got, please. Please tell us what you got. Are you more melancholic, choleric,
Hey,
sanguine,
I want to
phlegmatic?
see. I want to see if anyone could get more choleric than me.
Yeah, please.
But answer
please.
truthfully. Don't just like. I really want to see it because I don't know this.
This is strange.
This is pretty high.
This is really crazy.
Yeah.
91% choleric. He's it's like he's full choleric almost,
Anyways,
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
so let us know. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, David, for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Rabbit.
Thank you, viewer. And God bless.
God bless you.